Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so Libras, if you hear some insane huffy puffy, that is my pup right now. He is breathing quite heavily beside my elbow now because he was just out on patrol. So sorry about the extra noise if you can hear that in the audio. Anyway, let's take a look at message for what's the energy for the week ahead for our character. All right, so let's take a look. What is the energy ahead for our Libra? Ooh, hold on. We got a card flipping all over the place. I'm going to take it sideways because first it was totally in reverse. And as I went to pick these two up, I flipped it and it came out mostly upright. So somewhere in between the two is where we're going to land. We got a mixed bag perhaps this week for our character. Some things work out really well. This could be in the realm of finances for our character. They could be like, hey, I spent some, I saved some, like I got a good deal here, but I had to spend a little bit more over there. The Nine of Pentacles can be about literally like wealth and things, or it can also have to do with, forms of abundance, personal success. It's kind of you win some, you lose some kind of vibe on this card right now. I feel really good about some stuff. I feel really wobbly about a few other things. We got a Page of Pentacles upright, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, that makes sense too. This is like, okay, some things went really well and this is awesome, but the big payout that I wanted, I may not get. So this could be like a highly anticipated week where it's like, oh, this is the week that I'm going to get this huge chunk of, money. I'm going to finally sell that car. I'm sure I got a buyer lined up. No, the buyer doesn't buy that car, but I get a raise at work. Maybe it's a smaller raise, but you know what? It still is better inflow. Now, this is all concerning right now matters of abundance. So this could all, it doesn't have to be money. I'm just using that as an example, but it's really the exchange or the flow of what abundance truly is. Some things I feel really great about. I feel like I've got plenty, and then other things I'm like, oh man, that didn't come through for me. So it's a mix. It's a win, but the win is in different places. It's like there's new, fresh beginnings. We might have new offers coming in, new opportunities. Some things are really awesome, but something really big is delayed. That's what I would say is delayed. Give me a little bit more on this. Or something different altogether. We've got a Queen of Cups, we've got the Moon, and we got the Tower. Okay, so hold up. So the energy of the next upcoming week for our Libra has some twists and turns, some very unexpected event, or Libra themselves makes something that they could surprise someone. Uh, this is either somebody wants to do something really sweet for Libra. They could come in with a very wonderful offer, some kind of love. It could be somebody that Libra had no idea this person was thinking of them this way. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. Could be like a secret admirer, but could also, it could destabilize somebody's world just a little bit. This wasn't expected. Now, in some respects, this could also, even though the Queen is in the upright, she's pouring the cup into her own area, into her own pond. This could be also a bit of a surprise that somebody's done something selfish. Let me get one more on that to fully explain. We've got the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. No, I don't think so. I think this is about someone is listening to their intuition saying, I need to do this for me. Either Libra's making a decision that could shock people because nobody saw this coming. Somebody's moving in silence. Let me put it that way. They're moving in silence because it's what they feel they need to do. When other people find out about this emotional choice that they're making, it's going to change a lot of things, and it could shock other people. I don't know if this is the Libra going to be doing this, or someone who is coming in toward the Libra. Somebody is making a choice though because their heart tells them to. They're doing it for love, but this is not something they've told anyone else about. I feel like this could be someone coming toward our Libra. This doesn't have to be about romance though. This could be someone who, chooses to change career paths because they want to work for Libra. Say Libra owns a business or something, and it's like, you know what, I quit. I do want to work for you. I've made that decision. But see, with this returning soulmate energy, this nostalgia, I don't know, somebody could be moving to come back to live nearby, Libra, somebody that like this could be a parent and child relationship. But it's interesting because there's already been this, it's like Libra will sense it. They'll sense that it's coming, or the other person will sense that it's coming, perhaps. If it's Libra depicted here taking this action, whatever it is, let me summarize this and say we have a character saying, I need to take decisive action because this is what I want to do. I haven't told anybody else this, but I am making a massive change because I am headed to a person, to my Libra in this case, that I want to make an offer to. It's weird because it's like some people will be stunned by it because this was all done in silence. But somewhere deep down, I think the Libra and this person are aware that they knew it was only a matter of time, is what it feels like. We've got Pisces, we've got Aries, we've got kind of a bit of Virgo, Cancer, Pisces vibe. Tell me a little bit more on this. Got a 3 of Cups. We got a 9 of Wands. This is restarting something. There's a chance to restart something really wonderful. This could be with a soulmate. There's a chance to restart, and it'll be delightful for our character. It would be delightful, enjoyable, not stressful. In fact, this could be somebody who kind of shows up almost out of the blue and asks Libra out on a date, brings them even a gift, offers them something, and says, this could be like, can we start all over again? After this has been difficult, after this has been a problem, can we start all over again? Can we have a first date one more time? And it's like they go out and have a wonderful time together. This feels like it's someone has changed something dramatic. They're breaking away from something that's been very quiet, that's been held back. It's kind of a week for another opportunity. Okay, give me something else, perhaps something unrelated to that. Got Judgment. We got Page of Coins. The big message that I would say is that it is a week of reconciling with the fact that things don't work out 100% the way we thought. We already saw that with the topic of abundance and possibly, finances and things coming and going. But we also have a situation where there's a return. There's an opportunity to look at a situation with a whole different set of eyes, to have a second chance. This is a week of second chances. And I say that because the Judgment card is kind of pulling this whole the energy of everything together right now. Just because one thing doesn't work out in life the way we thought it would, it doesn't mean that it doesn't come back around in a different form. Just because one career path or one, monetary avenue doesn't look the way we thought it was going to, doesn't mean that good stuff doesn't come to us in another form. Just because a situation doesn't arrive when we thought it would, it doesn't mean that it's not coming in anyway, because that High Priestess card says our character knew all along that this was going to come back in, like in a different form, or when the time was right, or someone would return in a different energy. And so I'm going to say this: the entire week might be about things returning, but it's only things that are spiritually guided. It's only things that will feel like, wow, I couldn't have, if I were going to say, oh, I'm going to have this reconciliation with a person, that's not the way I would have ever imagined it being. Somehow it's easier and it's better. It's not a big drama. It's not a huge amount of stress surrounding it either. It's the only stuff that would be coming back in are things that would be divinely guided to return. So not toxic exes, not reopening wounds and having huge battles and having to go through stress and drama and angst, but rather anything that is coming into our character this week. It's, let's put it this way. We thought we were going to a concert to see some live musicians, and we expected it to be a rock concert, and instead it is live. The musicians are rocking out, but it's not rock music at all. It's like orchestral rock. It's like somebody covering rock songs, but with a whole different twist on it, like a New Orleans jazz style. It's like it could turn out like, wow, I never would have dreamed that this is what I was going to. When I read the name of something, I didn't know this is what I was going to receive instead. It's like it would be everything about the week is not quite what we expected, and yet somehow it's as satisfying, and it's actually more fresh, and it actually no reconciliation, no thing that shows up in our character's life during this week is maybe quite the way they would have imagined it or designed it, but it doesn't fall short. It just is different. And in fact, it opens up new energies. It makes our character think about life and think about reconciling and think about happiness in a different context. And it's actually a lot more freeing. It's not so rigid. It's not so, it just makes things flow a lot better. It's a nice, unexpected energy that comes in throughout the week. It makes things that could have been stressful, and even things that if we had known it was coming, I would have been like, oh no, thank you, not interested, don't want to talk to anybody from the past, don't want to do this, don't want to do that. That's maybe why it's coming in a surprising way. It's like instead of coming through the front door, things are coming through the window. We didn't know to shut down the window, so the energy still flows into our character's life because they didn't close the window. They only thought to close the door. And this is a nice surprise because the energy that flows in is something that I don't think our character would have wanted to block. We got a King of Wands in the reverse. We got a Seven of Swords in the reverse. It's if we're going to have anything in reverse, thank goodness it's a Seven of Swords. I have to say, the last message here is that throughout this week, there could be, maybe this will be a relief, but maybe it can also be a little bit of a distasteful aspect for our character. But seeing the truth of someone, possibly a divine masculine in the Libra's world or their periphery of their world. This could be a father figure. This could be a boss. This could be a brother. It doesn't have to be masculine. It's just we do see a king, so I'm suggesting that first. This could be a feminine just as easily. But seeing the truth of the fact that I think during this upcoming week, our character is recognizing that there is someone in their life or on the periphery of their life that up until now, they never fully saw how selfish this person was. Noticing that someone is kind of like, wow, I understand what motivates them. I can see it clearly now. They can't really lie to me because I already know what makes them tick. Somebody always wants to get what they want, and that's why they say and do the things that they say and do. They don't even try to lie. They're showing me who they are, but I can see that now, and I understand that character better now. I understand why someone is the way they are. This is somebody totally different. This is somebody external to the other things we've already spoken about. But so basically, some things are going to be reconciled in the sense that Libra may have a soulmate showing up in their lives, and that looks really beautiful. Meanwhile, Libra may also be making a judgment call on someone that, unfortunately, they're like, that person really is just selfish. I can't expect them to be any different. I mean, this could be somebody understanding a parental figure better, saying, you know what, I'm not mad, but my pops or my moms, they had their own issues and they never got beyond them. And that's kind of why they are who they are. And I'm not pulling any punches about it. And maybe they aren't either. Maybe somebody's even saying, Libra, I'm selfish. Like this could be a surprising reveal, because this is just seeing it as it is. But I think that's another form of the reconciliation, recognizing that sometimes people only have the tools that they've got to work with. And if they're caught in their own karmic cycle, even if it's a parent, we expect adults or people older than us or the people that raise us to know more than we do. No, they're just fallible humans, just like we are. But seeing it that way could kind of take some of the veneer off, where it's like, wow, I look at not as like my parents a fallen angel or somebody in authority is some fallen angel, but rather they're very human and they've got their own struggles, and they haven't made it through some of their struggles yet. So they've got some pretty gnarly lessons to still learn. It's just accepting that and not feeling like we got to cover for that or we don't want to see it. This is like, it's actually a relief to see it this way. So the whole week is about, at least from what I can see, it's about allowing the unexpected to kind of delight, allowing ourselves to recognize that not everything in life goes exactly the way we thought it was going to. It's like allowing ourselves to still be mystified, and when something wonderful comes in, something sweet comes in, allowing ourselves to enjoy that, or if we are choosing to do something that our heart really says, I want to do this, following through. This is a time to heal broken energies. This is a time to let go of relationships or energies where there had been, like tarnished emotions or bad vibes, because all of this is about letting go this week. Let me get one more final message here for our Libra. One more message for our Libra character. Crystal power. Invest your energy in your crystals to hold the vibration. The way I would just look at that is a little different and say, if our Libra simply focuses on their own innermost, like the thing that makes them vibe the highest, I would argue that Judgment card is a pretty awesome energy, vibrating at this level of, you know what, life changes. I change my opinions about things as I learn more, as I see people for who they are, as I sometimes allow people back into my life because it's what my heart truly wants. As I'm able to accept that life doesn't always give me everything I intended, but instead it gives me surprises. It takes me in different directions, and I get to grow, and I actually still have like kind of a blessed life. That higher vibration is really important. Although somebody could have a crystal also that's important to them. They may center their positive energy or their positive thoughts. They may be interested in things like sacred geometry, or they may be really interested in, purchasing a crystal or a geode or something that's just like symbolic of a week that's going to be really good for our character, a week of higher vibration. That's really the summary of this whole week. Is it's a week of shifting into higher vibrations. Everything about this is more peaceful and more advanced. So I don't know. I liked this one. You guys, thank you for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy the channel, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.